to tell you tonight about why I'm running for the United States Senate. I want to bring my years of making change happen on the ground in Ohio to rebuild our economy and to create new jobs. I'm running because I've seen this economic crisis through the eyes of the people in Wilmington, Mansfield, Moraine, Twinsburg, all of whom have lost their jobs or their health insurance and feel like they've been evicted from the American dream. But I'm also running because just about every day I also see entrepreneurs and businesses in Athens and in Cincinnati and in Akron who are reinventing themselves, and even in the middle of this economic perfect storm are charting a new path to prosperity. So at the same time we are having a crisis, we also have an opportunity. I know their stories because I'm on the ground with them. I've had the privilege of serving as Director of Economic Development for our state for 2 years, in addition to serving as Lieutenant Governor. And I listened to them, and I fought with them, and I fought for them. And I'm running because we are at a critical moment in the life of our nation, the life of our state, and the life of our families. Never in most of our lifetimes have we seen an economic catastrophe quite like this, brought to us by 8 years of misguided economic policies, trade policies that outsource jobs to foreign countries, missed opportunities. To fix this national crisis, this Senate race, if you boil it down to its essence, is a choice between the past and the future. We can choose the past and go back to the same policies and the same people who got us into this economic mess, or we can choose the future, and I choose the future. I want to take my experience on the ground, saving manufacturing businesses, starting new businesses, creating the new clean energy jobs of the future, and take it to Washington to focus on the one issue that is the key issue for America today. And that's jobs and economic security. I believe that building a better future for all Ohioans is a calling that you don't have to do if you're in public service. Just about everybody here tonight does it too. But the path that Jennifer and I have chosen is to be in the arena. And as a legislator, as Attorney General, as President of the Center for Families and Children for 7 years, and Director of Economic Development, and now Lieutenant Governor, I've dedicated my life to this cause. I haven't won every fight that I have waged, but it was never for a lack of effort. And when I did win, well, I never did it alone. The people of Ohio deserve more than talk. They want action. So here's what I'll do. First, our most important priority is putting our fellow Ohioans back to work. We need to support small business and entrepreneurs. When the Norwalk Furniture Company closed down last year, after more than 100 years in business, I drove to Norwalk, and together with the leaders of that community, we worked with a courageous group of local community leaders and employees and workers, and we were able to get them the capital they needed to invest in the company, to reopen the company, and to create 260 full-time jobs. That's why I've proposed a job creation tax credit. A tax credit that would provide up to twice the cost of the federal payroll tax for every new hire, offering thousands of dollars in tax relief to businesses that create jobs now. It's why I've called for redirecting the $600 million in unspent economic recovery funds, in home weatherization, and in building our infrastructure. Why? Because it will put Americans to work now and at the same time move us closer to a green energy economy. And we need to fight to keep and create manufacturing jobs in Ohio. We cannot, we must not give up. We did this when we worked with Bridgestone Firestone and Goodyear, two iconic companies in Akron. And we convinced them to stay despite the relentless efforts of other states that were trying to lure them away. And we have to move as quickly as possible to a clean energy economy. And that's what we did, working with companies like Minster Machine, Cardinal Fastener, Sunlight, who are taking their special manufacturing skills and transforming their companies by making the component parts of wind turbines and solar panels. And it's also why I'm calling for a federal